Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Here today we are doing What If Deku Had a Panther Crack Part 4. In the last part we left off with Deku, well, yeah, the entire class when they, with the villains showing their presence as, yeah. If you haven't watched part 3, but you've watched part 2 for some odd reason, you're like, well, how can that be? Deku at least found one person out and they moved it forward. I think I said that in part 3, I'm not sure. But yeah, even though they moved it forward, the legal villains just did a guessing game and just so frankly chose the same time that they, pushed it forward. So yeah. Well, yeah. And so guys, if you're wondering, why is this one Sunday? Like it's normally Saturday. Why is it Sunday? Well, if you didn't watch What If Deku Had a Dragon Quirk Part 4, well, yeah. If you did, well, then you can skip this bit. But if you didn't, well, it's simply because, well, as I said, not as I just said, that What If had, more views than this one. That one, at the time of recording, that one had 77 views, and this one only had, and still has, only 26 viewers. And so, that one, this week's, What If Deku Had a Dragon Type Card came first, and this one came second. So if this one gets more views than What If Deku Had a Dragon Card, then this one, then next week's one will be coming first. And then, yeah. But yeah, they'll generally always be Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, I can guarantee you this, that they'll either this one or What If Deku Had a Dragon Quark will be either on Saturday or Sunday. Local stuff until I probably get so far ahead. Well, oh no, I'll probably, if I end up catching up to the anime, then I'll probably stop. So yes, you can probably expect, this to end up probably all my, Deku what ifs, or UA type what ifs to stop at the anime, because some people only watch the anime and some people only read the manga, and I don't exactly want to go into the manga because then it's spoiling everything for everyone, for all the anime people who, yeah. And well, yeah. Anyway, for that out of the way, because I already did just do the catch up, but also if this is the first video you have seen, please go and watch part 1 because well, it will explain a lot more, and why some stuff is how it is. And also this is only going to be 20 minutes long, as I said in my last video, which is because, well, more so now that I just want to equal both of them out to 20 minutes. But yeah, this one will also try to be at least 20 minutes long. I don't know, I'll probably equal them out to at least 25 minutes. Yeah, anyway, so as we literally just left off with, Aizawa telling them to pretty much get out of the building. As well, actually, I'm not even sure if I said All Might would be there. Huh. Well, yeah, for the sake of this, he won't be because, no, he would be because he hasn't chosen a successor yet, so, he would have his normal time, so, yes, he would be able to, he would be there, so, and, well, as I'd go, go to that, like, Deku, run, we can handle this, and it's like, it is like, I can't, it's like, my instincts just want to fight them, it's like, I know I can take all of them on except for that except for that creature with its brain showing. And I guess the best way to kill that would be, because its brain shown, is to go after its brain. And I'd probably suggest you all might go after that and leaving the rest of, I guess, the small time villains to me and Aizawa. We should be able to, deal with them. So what do you mean? Well, I could turn into my panther, which would probably scare almost everyone there. To turn into my giant panther. You'd, scare some of them, but and then you being able to erase that quirk for a short period of time. Well, it would mean that if they've got any quirks that could hurt me, you could erase them or at least disable their ability, so that then I could easily take them out. It's like, we're better off having, each other's backs. And also, it's like, yeah, but then as fighting goes, yeah, what about me? Well, you're probably better off protecting the other students, because as much as, your quirk can be used, as you said, more so as a villain type quirk, because it is just a black hole pretty much. And so you're better off, protecting them, because I've got a feeling that purple mist guy there who can teleport you probably come after them, and so you're the best bet. But if he ends up looking like he's going, covering them up, don't activate your quirk, because he's probably going to end up creating a portal right behind you, and with your quirk activated would probably rip you, probably end up hurting you. So yeah. So even though, so it's like, okay. As if, except that, he's not, like, Deku's not going to go anywhere. Because Aizawa kind of wanted, Deku to go, because otherwise he would have to deal with Mandalay and the other Wild Wild Pussycats getting angry, and more so, well, a lot more so Mandalay, because Mandalay is Deku's kind of adopted mother. Deku's parents are the age, I think, of, I can't remember what age I've said. But yeah, they ended up adopting them at some age. Again, as I said, watch part 1 for the information. Yeah, they ended up adopting him. Well, no, abandoning him, not adopting him, abandoning him, and then around roughly 10 more, like 11 or 12 years later, or 10 years later, of course, maybe he managed to somehow turn back to a human, and Mandalay, he turned them back into his cat, because he preferred to be on all four paws, and Mandalay decided to, ask them if he was human, if he, like, adopt, just in case, it was a person with a quirk or that. I think I'm, again, it's, not hazy, I just unsure. And so, she ended up adopting him. Yeah. I think I said to in his panther form, even if, in his big panther form, he would both spoken to Koda. So, him and Koda do have quite a close relationship already. And of course, Koda was upset that, Deku left to, go to UA. He, understands and that, and he doesn't he doesn't hate the heroes, because of, Deku really was there and sat down with him and listened to him. Yeah, and reasoned with him that it's not really, if your parents weren't, heroes, then some other family may have died. And, they would, feel the same hate then that, you had, and because he was banned, and yeah. So Deku feels more sorry for him, but yeah. So, and also Koda's kind of, well, Koda looks at Deku as a big brother, and Deku, of course, sees Koda as a little brother, even though they're not really related. The only, I guess, relation they've got to one another is Mandalay. Yeah. Anyway, with kind of that out of the way, so I was just like, Danny, your mother's gonna have me for this. Like, yeah, that's if I come back injured, Aizawa. You just have to make sure I'm not injured. So, it's like, yeah, but then I'd also still be in trouble. It's like, what do you mean? Because if you also come back injured, she'll have my head. Knowing that I was, probably protecting, your double teaming with you. She'd have my head for, letting you get hurt. So, what's the answer? It's like, no. She would have just had my head for letting, a person that I was working with get hurt. That's all. So, okay. Yeah, I don't really understand it either, Isaiah. Don't worry. Well, yeah. As then the pretty much, two heroes and Deku, Deku transforms into a pretty much, a small, a standard sized panther. Everyone stops and goes, oh my god. Well, they would, stop running a bit and then stop once they kind of realise that Deku is aiming for them. And then, see Deku transform into a panther and then leap into the battle with the two other heroes with threats and going, come on, get out of here. Type deal. As, she'd be running, towards them, like, come on, get out of here. So, why not? Deku, how come? Well, put it this way, Deku's quite well, his instincts won't let him leave a fight. And he's already kind of figured out a game plan, so we're just running by that. So you all better get out of it, because otherwise you're just going to end up getting more hurt. Yeah. As then the mist guy would, come and teleport them all away. Of course, even though 13 would really want to use her black hole, she knows if she does, what Deku said could come true, and she's just dang it, damn it, as the others would go, once all of us teleported away, how come you didn't teleport? How come you didn't use craters? Because Deku more or less said if he goes to teleport use, don't use your cracker, so you'll probably create another kind of warp hole, whatever thing right behind me. So I would have been using my crack on myself pretty much, and I could have pretty much killed myself. I see. Wow, that's pretty smart of Deku to think of that. Like, yeah, I guess he was just rolling with it, and it just rolled off of his brain. Yeah. And Kato then everyone would be where they normally are, just the both one will be without Deku, which Deku kind of can almost like a sense, he would kind of sense and hear that people were teleported away. He's like, dang it. And I was like, what? They're all in other, places. I think everyone else can take care of themselves. Is that before? I think. Well, the pervy one, Mineta and Suyu, I don't think they can hold themselves against them. It's clear that they have no information on Narcoax, because they were not teleported her into water farming, so yeah. Well, we'd be thinking, stuff in his head as that, you can lose that, no, because you'll get tired, and, that person now may, enter the battle and not knowing what his crack is, I'm not really willing to take the chance. Aizawa and again Mandalay, would probably be yelling at me that, I let my own teacher get hurt, even though she'll probably yell at you for letting me battle, even if we come out unscathed. She'll probably still yell at you for letting me go into battle. I guess you would also understand that, you tried your hardest, kind of, because of how I was brought up, my instincts wouldn't let me. So, yeah. They pretty much almost tank everyone then. They're like, well, and as we know, Shigaraki is just, scratching his neck like, dang it. And then the Mr. Guy would come, I forget his name, and he'd go, sorry, Shigaraki, I let one go. No one managed to get away. They were probably, like the pro heroes. I just don't, of course, it's like, well, it's alright, we've still got no, and he can still kill All Might. As he says that, and All Might actually ends up managing to hit a good enough strike on the brain that kills it. And, well, yeah, he's done like, okay, we should now go as our, trump card is now gone, it's dead. It's just dang it. As then All Might would then, go for those two, people there. As well, Deku would then, not spring into action as you'd, as the village surrounding the water area, Deku would kind of, he would turn into his cheetah form. He'd think, I might be able to make it in time, to get there. Dang it, I just wish I could be faster, It's like, if I can turn into a cat, surely I can turn into a cheetah. Cheetah, as he would understand, well, not understand, he would know all the knowledge about cheetah, yes, not cheetah, cheetah, yes, a cheetah, yes, yeah, as he would understand, well, no, he would know the information about the animal, like he knows that its top speed is varied between, between them, but he knows the minimum speed is around 100 miles an hour, and in 3 seconds you can get up to 60 at least. So if you can launch yourself at a fast enough speed, you can make the jump by going at 60, 65, 70 miles an hour, then turn his back legs into panther ones and spring himself forward, pretty much giving the strength of the panther and the speed of the cheetah pretty much increases at least air speed to around 80 to 85 miles an hour. As as he's running, he ends up literally transforming into a cheetah, and as I said, he does what he thinks of what I just said, and he's pretty much flying across the all of them is like, what's that? Is that a cheetah? What's a cheetah doing in a place like this? As it would pretty much, as Deku would crash land into the boat, pretty much rocking it sideways. As then they're like, what are we meant to do? I mean, no, you're stuck here too. Deku's like, don't worry. As he kind of makes a rough plan with them. Yeah, as Suyu manages to at least throw Mineta, into the kind of middle area, into the safe zone. As then Suyu's just like, goes, Deku, what now? As Deku goes, well, you go too. As he just throws her. He would transform into a human and just throw her across the lake. Yeah. As she's like, I could have done it myself. Oh wow. Then she goes, wait, Deku's on his own. As you know, Deku, well, he'll be able to. Well, he can fight in water, mind you, not as good, but he still can. And just going into his sim for me, at least, manages to beat them all up within a good 2-3 minutes. And of course, All Might, well, sadly, just as All Might was about to get a punch on Shigaraki, the mist villain managed to teleport them away. So, well, he did get a hit. The only thing is that it was just, sent the, thing once, just flying straight out the portal into the brick wall. Yeah. Yeah. As he, turns around and just, sees pretty much Sue flying through the air as he can see Deku there, and he's just like, I need to go help him. As he properly, runs across, as he, well, he's about to, but then, he's just like, as he then sees, Deku getting out the water and goes, oh, I hate water. And yeah, and almost like, did you just take the curve, them all by yourself? It's like, yeah, they were pretty easy. They just seem to be, low folks. Oh. As a B second was like, well, you guys like a little bit, plus I just hate water so much. So, I guess that's a side effect of your quirk. It's like, yeah, in my upbringing type deal, I never liked water. Mandalay would always have to try and fight Deku to get into the shower. Or the bath, at least. Yeah. It would always be pretty much a giant fight. As then all the other UAE, but all the other students, might finish off their fights and come meet pretty much in the center. So that, but did they retreat? As the other heroes, bust through the doors that arrive. Everyone is like, as fighting tells teachers that it's pretty much thanks to kind of it's kind of thanks to Deku that there was a lot less injuries than what they would have been otherwise. So what you mean? As Deku would have, not Deku, our team would have told them all what Deku's kind of plan was and what happened. What would have happened if they didn't follow the plan, and that she could have ended up killing herself. Aizawa could have been badly hurt, maybe even killed, and well, yeah. Like, that was just a pretty, smart plan for, Deku. It's like, yeah, and what about, the others? Like, I think Deku's just like, well, if they get teleported, because they probably don't know our quirks, they've got a decent, enough chance to be able to survive on their own. Which it clearly looks like, like the weaker ones more or less all stayed here, besides from a couple that were just standing with the strong ones, with Deku pretty much going down to help out Aizawa. So they were double teaming everyone. Once they had done, Deku pretty much launched over to the boat and saved Mineta and Tsuyu. After that, Deku beat up all the villains and then got out of the water. I was all like, well, should explain what happened and how how Evan went down. And they're just like, wow, I'm surprised, like, considering, the outcome otherwise. This was probably one of our best circumstances. So, like, the best one would be no villains appearing, but yes, I agree to you. Nezu. As Nezu thinks, I want to speak to, Deku afterwards. So, you could can't you speak to him now? No, his eyes nice to go, no, not right now. As I think All Might's gonna talk to him about something. He's like, okay. Or, just as All Might's about to start speaking to him, of course his time comes up. But it'd be more like, in the canon timeline where steam starts pouring off of him and Deku's just like, what's going on? As Cementos would pretty much come and, pretty much barricade, them, and so they'd all go, but while his friends go, while they'd start running, to see how Deku and All Might are, and Aizawa and that. So Aizawa clearly knows, and I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure the only people that know is Class 1A. Well, in the kind of timeline that this is now, it's current timeline, on this wave, all the Class 1A teachers, it's like everyone that teaches in Class 1A, they all know All Might's secret. So, Cementos, obviously, because, we've seen kind of that, and, it goes, he's a big he even says, he's a big All Might fan, so, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Midnight, kind of also, because it tends to be her, Aizawa, and All Might there, the three of them, so, of course, also Aizawa, and Present Mike, he also knows, because it's always Present Mike, sometimes Aizawa, Midnight, and All Might, together for some odd reason. Anytime you see them, that tends to be the group. Yeah. But yeah. As he'd keep his voice down, not at least want to lie, and he'd go, "Who are you? You're not All Might." As he'd go, "Oh, hang on there, Deku. I am All Might. This is just my normal form." It's like, normal form? How comes? It's like, no, what I'm about to tell you is, what I'd prefer, to keep top secrets and nobody else, knows. So, okay, All Might, you can, tell me, as he would tell Deku, about why he's like that in, canon, and his All Might form and that. It's like, okay, and there's something I, also want to tell you, or at least ask you. It's like, I can pass on my quirks. Like, you can. How is that even possible? It's like, I'll get to that in a later time. But nonetheless, I can pass on my quirk. This has been passed down for generations. You, if you accept, would be the 9th user of my quirk, one for all. So, one for all, it sounds a lot like that villain that used to be around All For, and it's like, yeah, it was, All For and had a brother, and, the brother had a, kind of secret quirk that none of them knew about, that could pass on quirks, so he could pass on his own quirk, and his brother, we don't really know, for some odd reason, gave his young brother a stockpiling, like a strength energy stockpiling quirk, a simple stockpile quirk, and, just, we don't really know why, maybe torture, pity, we don't know, and therefore, those two merged and gave one for all. All for one for all. And this is where I'm going to end it, because otherwise it's going to end up 30 minutes. Oh well. I try keeping time and it can't happen. Oh well. So guys, if you have enjoyed this, if you enjoyed it, yes, and let's retry that. Guys, if you have enjoyed it, if you enjoyed it so much and you want to see more just like this, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video part, depending on what I do, and there you go. bye. Also, why I paused was because I was going to say the wrong outro. My other outro for another channel. So anyway, bye, guys. Have a good day on that, and goodbye.